A lot of people think that we have to choose either a job guarantee or an income guarantee. I don't think that we need to choose between providing people with jobs or providing people with income. I think that most people want to work, and it makes sense to offer them jobs. It does not make sense to offer somebody money when what they really want is a job. They want to be productive. They probably want to get into a position where they can have a decent career throughout their lives. It makes most sense to give them jobs. Then there are some people who can't work, shouldn't work, or don't want to work. And there is a human right to adequate food, clothing, and shelter, and we need to ensure that people can demand that right. And nations have a responsibility, to the best of their ability, to satisfy those rights. So for those who, for whatever reason, are not going to be able to take a job or don't want to take a job, we need to supply them with income. So I think we need to pursue both strategies. What I don't agree with is this notion that we'll just supply everyone with a basic income guarantee. Say we're going to give everybody 20,000 euros, and then we'll let the market determine whether people who want to work can get jobs. I see this as part of the whole neoliberal argument that the market knows best and the market always operates efficiently, and that it will supply jobs to anyone who wants to work. This is patently false. We know the market has never supplied enough jobs, with the possible exception of rare business cycle peaks when the private sector heats up so much that it actually does supply enough jobs. These events are extremely rare. The vast majority of the time, there are not enough jobs to go around. And so relying on the market to supply jobs for everyone does not work. I think the second problem with the basic income guarantee, a lot of times it looks to me like a bait and switch argument. They say that, well, we'll give everyone 20,000 euros, and then they can choose whether they want to work or not. We'll give them a decent living standard, and then they can pursue whatever it is they want to do. They can be creative, they can be artists, they can be skateboarders, whatever. And they assume that once we offer this, it's not going to change anything in the economy. It's not going to lead to inflation for reasons I don't understand at all. They think that letting everyone start with $20,000 on top of whatever other income they happen to be earning in their jobs is not going to be inflationary. And I think that this does not make sense. Most likely prices are going to go up. You're going to find that maybe you could have lived on $20,000 or 20,000 euros before the job guarantee. You're going to find out that that's not enough to satisfy your needs and wants once the prices rise, because everyone starts off with an extra $20,000 they didn't have before. So I think that this is a bit of a problem. It's not realistic to think that you're going to be able to give 20,000 euros and people can pursue complete freedom to skateboard all the time, and that this is not going to affect prices. Modern money theory sort of attacks problems on several different levels. To one extent, what we're trying to do is explain how things actually work right now today. There is great confusion about the operation of modern monetary systems, and the best evidence of this is that you hear leaders of governments claiming they've run out of money. So we're saying this is completely false. They can't run out of money. We try to explain how the Treasury spends. We try to explain how the central bank operates. So all of these are descriptions. They're descriptive of reality. And our argument is that most economics is not descriptive of reality. It's descriptive of imaginary universes that don't exist. So we're trying to explain the way that things work. That's a huge part of modern money theory. You wouldn't think it would be necessary because we've got tens of thousands of economists around the world who should have been explaining the way things work, but they don't. So we had to explain how things work. We then have policy proposals that are consistent with the way the economy actually works. So the job guarantee is an example of that. It's a policy that follows on from understanding the way monetary systems work. First, since we know the government can't run out of money, we know that the government can afford to hire the unemployed. So you could never say that, well, as President Obama has said, we would love to do more. There are so many unemployed people left in the aftermath of the global financial crisis, but Uncle Sam ran out of money and we can't do anything about this. We have to just wait and hope that the market eventually recovers and creates jobs for the unemployed. Well, this is pure nonsense. We know that the government can't run out of money. It can afford to hire the unemployed, and we can achieve full employment. So it follows on from that understanding of the way the monetary system actually operates. It also follows on from the understanding of pricing and inflation and providing an anchor to the value of your currency. So we see the job guarantee program as doing more than just providing jobs to people who want to work. It also provides an anchor to the value of the currency by providing an anchor to wages. It sets a wage floor. You cannot have deflationary pressures pushing wages below the wages paid in the job guarantee program, so it helps to stabilize wages at the bottom. It also provides a buffer stock of employable labor working in the program that are available to be hired out when the private sector starts heating up. This also helps to reduce wage and price pressures, so it reduces the thrust toward inflation when an economy starts to heat up. So it's a stabilizing force. So again, it follows on from understanding the way that prices are affected by rising employment and helps to attenuate any pressure on wages and prices when the economy expands. So these sorts of policies are consistent with the understanding that we get from the description that modern money theory provides.